JCI politics. JCI politics. There's politics everywhere in life. Even within your family, there's politics. You getting me on the podcast involves politics because yes,
Oh,
you could be someone that's close to me, and you mentioned her name, and certainly I would say no because of where you're coming from. So that's where politics. And some of us take a lot of the heat. We take a lot of the heat because even when you get it right, some will say you didn't get it right. When you get it wrong, some will say yes, you got it right. So you can never satisfy every human being in politics. But one thing you must have here is a vision. And the vision must be about the organization, not about you.
something. There's something people call JCI politics. I don't know your perspective about it, but being once a local organization president, I believe you can speak to that, sir. And with your temperament, I believe you can speak to that. So tell us about how you joined JCI, how you rose to JCI as president, and JCI politics.
JCI politics. Okay. I mean, I think you are trying to drag me into other things. No, not a problem. So I met JCI when I was in Polytechnic Ibadan, when we used to do rag days. So JC members also come out and do rag days. Then there was this young man, Laide Oladebo. He's a JCI senator from Oluyole. Everybody always looked at me from distance, and one day he walked down to me and he greeted me. He spoke to me about JCI. Then we started gisting. So they will invite me for programs. I'll go, but they have this thing too serious about their meetings. I belong to other sessions, associations in the school, but when I go to their own functions, it's too much English for me. And they're always, I love the way they dress, but I wasn't a Thai person then. So, but I just love their environment. Then other JC members will see like they're speaking with me, and they'll be wondering, how was he able to get close to Rotimi? We look at him from distance. Why that? I don't know. And Lady became my friend, and I was participating, attending their programs, and coincidentally, I joined Both and Co, where Chief Beja is a leader in Africa and Middle East, and an advisor in JCI representing Africa and Middle East. And I see a lot of JC members coming to Both and Co, and I wasn't really happy that they come in at the period we're working and they're distracting my MD. And so I always have that complaint. And suddenly I was romancing JCI then. Then I met JCI Senator GW Shuaga and Abu Sani Sanda in Abuja. And they were starting a new local organization. So I met them in 1999. And in 2000, they were able to convince me to be fully active in JCI, and I joined JCI also in the last 25 years, and it's been a beautiful journey. Was I serious at the beginning? I wasn't serious. So for now, when I see new members that join the organization and they're not serious, they're just enjoying themselves, I don't get upset. I felt, oh, okay, with time, they will get in there, because it took me 2-3 years to be active. And when I say active, I was active on social path. Well, you give me responsibility, I do it, I don't write a report and things like that. Until after 3 years, the DNA, that spirit of JCI entered me fully. And in the last 22 years or 23, I think I've been extremely very, very active in JCI. And JCI has been a major part of my life. How did I become president of JCI ASO? I never wanted to be a president of any local organization, and I'm very, very serious with this.
Everybody sees that.
I just want to be a member and give my best. We had issues. Every local organization have their ups and downs, and ASO was in the lowest of their own issues. And the leaders led by GW Shuaga spoke to me. Oh, why don't you become the president? You've been our VP, you've been our EVP. Why are you saying no at this challenging period? And my other friends, Adesoye, Tolasho Beson, Collins Lanier, Rotimi Sadiq, and they all spoke to me about it, and I gave them conditions. My friends outside JCI, I gave my friends conditions to let Tayo, except the join. So that was how I was elected as JCI ASO president. And I had a team back to the basics, going back to the things we need to do and we're supposed to do and be building. And I thank God for them convincing me to be, because it's also taught me how to how to lead, and taught me in leadership and how people's management. And yes, on temperament, I think I'm one of the bad-tempered people I would say around, and that is for facts. Maybe I
But
wasn't
you don't
patient
look
enough.
it, sir. You don't look it, sir. You look very
Yeah,
cool.
thank you, Timmy. But that's the truth. But I think JCI has taught me how to manage my temper and how to
Mm.
see people the way they are, and how to manage expectation about people, and how to also understand that what I see is not what everybody see, and what I believe in is not what everybody believe in. So JCI has taught me also to be able to understand where people are coming from, and JCI taught me also the yes, yes, and the no, no. Everybody's right, everybody's wrong. So you come to the table
Mm.
and have a discussion and have a way forward on everything. So that's it about joining JCI, joining ASO, and my line in ASO. And I also remembered when I was president in 2006,
Yeah.
GW, who is the leader of ASO, spoke to me. My friend spoke to me about coming out for national vice presidency, and I rejected it. I told them I wasn't going further. And did I regret it? Then I didn't regret it. I was happy I wasn't. But today, it was a it's a regret. It's not a regret, but I wish if I have the luck turned
You
back
can.
again, I will give it a chance. I will give it an opportunity, because there are other things you also need to learn as you grow up in leadership. But I thank God I have other platforms that give me that opportunity to learn those things. So I didn't actually miss them. JTI politics. Hmm. JTI politics. There's politics everywhere in life. Even within your family, there's politics. To me, you getting me on the podcast involves politics, because yes, you spoke with
Oh,
someone that is close, you spoke with someone that is close to me, and you mentioned a name, and certainly I won't say no because of where you're coming from. So that's also politics.
mm.
Politics is
Wow.
uh, the opportunity of key into leadership and creating a system and a structure, a tradition, and allowing people to believe in that tradition, in that culture, in that vision. Politics is holistically a dream and a vision you believe in, and you have
Yeah.
people with you that believe in the same thing. What do I believe in JCI? I believe members don't need to rub the shoulder of leaders before they get into positions. Members don't need to travel distance to go and lobby a leader to get into positions. Active members must be able to also have impact and input into who leads them. Politics is people coming together to elect their leaders. And politics is also a situation where people coming together and ratify the people that lead them. Politics is a route, is a road that leads into people choosing people that lead them. What
Mm.
I knew in JCI politics was elections going into late night, elections going into the following day, elections going into bad blood. Well, as of today, we are also going into understanding of people coming into same table and understanding that yes, politics can make two friends hate themselves, but how can we manage it? And we try to remove negative politics, which we can remove 100%, but we've been able to manage to a great extent for friends not to be enemies after elections. And I believe that is part of the reason why JCI itself, which is the main body of the organization we belong to, now keep having candidates run on selective basis and ratified. But this might not
Exactly.
work holistically everywhere. So in Nigeria today, you have an hybrid of both, of people coming to say, yes, I want to serve, I want to pick up form, and you pick up form, and also coming back to say, oh, I think I would rather step down and allow this person to go. And some saying they want to run it all throughout, which is also not negative. It's also good for people to go out there and sell themselves and let people take a decision. So politics and JCI is tough. And sometimes I say it's tougher than even JCI than the Nigerian politics, because it's a small family compared to Nigeria as a whole. And some of us take a lot of the heat. We take a lot of the heat because even when you get it right, some will say you didn't get it right. When you get it wrong, some will say, yes, you got it right. So you can never satisfy every human being in politics. But one thing you must have there is a vision. And the vision must be about the organization, not about you. It must be about the organization as a whole. It must be about the progress of the organization. And everybody in JCI, everybody that is a member, want the progress of the organization. The way we speak, the language we speak, is only what differs. Nobody hates the organization. Everybody loves the organization. And everybody wants to add value to the organization. But our processes differs. Our belief differs. But we'll always try to come together and continue to build.